It is 8 minutes after 11 o'clock, 22 degrees. You see, Barbara and I, we both win. The weatherman didn't stand a chance, and I knew it was going to be 22. So did Barbara today, which was unusual. We didn't collaborate on this at all. It is Friday, September 16th, coming into a brand new weekend. Let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
And you know, I'm very, very happy to have everybody joining us from no matter where you are in the world. It is always a pleasure to have you here at Galaxy. It really, really is. If you're a first-time viewer or listener on the FM station, on the internet webby thing, welcome. Nice to have you on board. Believe me, why don't you become part of the family? Let me tell you about it. But first of all, let me tell you how very happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard, here with Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107fm in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music, The Orchard.
And as always, if you're going to be watching a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do. Yes, you do. I know you do. Literally. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, especially like Ed Barrett, out of the band NeonFields, joining us out of the UK. And, yes, get epileptic with that thumb thing. You know, love is a lot. Give it the love. Lots and lots and lots. Subscribe, become part of the family. Yes, the noise, it grows exponentially every day, and we would be very, very happy to have you join us. Today we're joined out of the UK by the band, yes, NeonFields. Here's Shelter. So that gives us a couple of minutes.
Okie dokie.
Were you expecting a joke from me? Do you want one?
Well, I just, I know you're a comedy genius, so as soon as you mentioned Papua New Guinea and all of that, I thought, oh, well, where's this going? But no, you know, I quite liked that it didn't go that way. That was even more of a shock. So
Well, you've got to keep on your toes with me, bro. Honest.
this is it. I mean, it's midnight here, so I'm just, I'm trying to make sure I'm sharp.
Fair enough, fair enough. Mario Hernandez is joining us, and Dallas Moore also joining us. Nice to have Dallas back again. And Mario, it's always a pleasure to have Mr. Torres in the house. How are you, bro? You want a joke? Do you remember Captain Kirk?
I do, yeah.
Yep.
You might have heard it before.
James Tiberius, yeah.
Yep, might have heard it before, you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. Derek Lester is joining as well. Did you see in the news just the other day that he's got to recall his woman's lingerie?
Have you got
Right.
any new?
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
Shatner panties isn't a good name.
Derek.
Nice.
I didn't let him down.
I was trying to think what it could possibly be, but I guess they don't live long and prosper or anything either, do they?
Well, when he was Captain Kirk, did you notice that they changed the lingo on him? Once upon a time, because they changed it to Beam Me Up Scotty, remember that?
Yeah.
But prior to that, it used to be Beam Me Aboard, and all he kept getting was 4x2s.
Very nice. It's been a long time since I watched the original Star Trek. My dad was a Trekkie, or still is, and so I watched a lot of the originals when I was a kid. So, but yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, me too. That and Lost in Space. Do you remember that? The bloody robot warning.
Yeah, that's pretty old school. That one. Yeah,
That one is.
nice.
Hey, listen, I haven't brought up MASH. Okay.
Ash is always a good show.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And Tina's joining us out of Germany again. See, you're busy again. Absolutely, we're always busy around here, Tina. We really, really are. Today, I'm joined by Ed Barrett from the band NeonFields, coming out of the UK. Now, the southwest of the UK. Now, let's nail this down, Ed. Where exactly are you?
We are in Wiltshire. So basically, we're not quite so down in the southwest as we could possibly be. We're just near like Bath, Bristol area. But yeah, so we say southwest, but kind of bridging Wiltshire and Somerset.
Okay.
We're always happy to travel. So we like to think that we're. You help us be pretty global in terms of playing our music around and about. So we just need to start touring around various countries and trying to play for everyone now. That's the goal.
Are you familiar with Leicester?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a band coming.
Not overly familiar. I don't think I've probably passed through Leicester. Yeah.
Oh, one of those places, is it? Oh, I'll let Nick Please know about that. Oh, it's a good place to pass through. Apparently, there's a band coming out of Leicester by the name of the Heartland Roots Band. And Nick Please, one of the members of the band, says that the Neon Roots Band is an absolute superb band. You've got to go and check it out. So, props from other artists from your country, bro. They're following you.
Nice. Yeah. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
Definitely. I really appreciate that. That's great.
Believe me, great band too, the Heartland Roots Band. It really is. Now, of course, let me tell you, folks, that the NeonFields is made up of 3 band members. Of course, we're talking about Ed Barrett right here. Luke Ross is on drums and Pierce Ward. How is Luke and Pierce?
Yeah, they're both fine. Yeah. I think Pierce is on a business trip in Aberdeen, bless him, and Luke is doing his drum stuff, probably.
Okay, now...
knee deep in tech and preparing for... We've got a show in a couple of weeks, so just getting that sorted out, probably, no doubt.
So if Pierce is in Aberdeen, is he going to do like the locals do? Is he going to put on a kilt and a spotted?
I suggested he go up there in a kilt and toss his caber, yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I've heard about the Scotsmen tossing their cabers. I know what a Scotsman wears under his kilt. Yes.
I've never been brave enough to check, but what is it?
His shoes.
Ah, nice.
Believe
Very
me,
nice.
It's falling into them all day today. I'm going to keep this up. I really am. Ed, I've got to let you know that NeonFields is the one band that holds one record with us here at Galaxy that I don't think is going to be broken anytime soon. The longest ever interview that we've ever done.
Yes.
We are just terrible chatterboxes. No, I have to, we have to set the record straight here. I mean, I think you kindly played 7 of our tracks.
Something like that,
at the time. And then, I mean, I've seen the videos, Grant, and there's a lot of long stories told by you, which we politely listen to. And then we then, get told that we just don't shut up and longest interview you've ever done and all this stuff. But I think, 7 songs, and our songs are all long as well, and we had a good chat. So I think it was, we weren't all to blame.
No.
But we were very pleased to be on for 2 hours, even though our interview finished at something like 1:30 in the morning our time, and we were all, making sure we were awake enough to drive home type thing. But it was a pleasure.
Believe me, the board meeting after that particular interview was...
never have NeonFields on again, because they're a nightmare.
Let's just say, Ed, it was intense at the time. They were not happy with me, but hey, I'm guilty and I am happy to be able to do these things. I really am. Believe me, it was a lot of fun. Paul Harkins from the band, of course, the Heartland Roots Band is joining us as well. So believe me, another member of the band keeping an eye on us here, to be very honest with you. And looking forward to catching up with the Heartland Roots Band again for another interview very, very shortly. Looking at all that new music you've just passed me. Love it. Love, love, love it. Had a good look. Believe me. Now, at the same time, my friend, we've got a little bit off the track, so I digress a little bit. We opened up the show with Shelter. Now, tell me a little bit about this, because I'm loving this track.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's a very heavy hitting track for a morning radio show, I suppose. But it's one that I was keen that you guys played it. So it's one of the 13 tracks that are on our debut album that came out last month. And Shelter, we started writing that last year. It started as a project called In the Bunker that inspired me to write lyrics about a family having to go down into an air raid shelter. And it's told from the point of view of the parents kind of ushering their children in there but trying to tell them to be brave, and it'll be like an adventure, and trying to put on a brave face himself, but all along kind of underneath it all being terrified for their fate, and so a lot of the track is him speaking inwardly, saying, hold it together, don't show how terrified you are, etc., and have faith that you'll be saved. And it was supposed to be a metaphor for mental health in general, and people, trying to put on a brave face and hide how they're feeling in the bunker within them, particularly in front of their families and friends and stuff, when really they should be forthcoming with that. And it's particularly heavy hitting because I recorded the vocals in January for that track, and at the time, actually, I was going through some stuff that made me very much, almost link with that theme quite heavily anyway, and so that kind of came through in the vocal. But a month later, the war on Ukraine started, and then suddenly it was incredibly poignant just from how relevant it was, and it was completely unintentional. But yeah, sadly, it became the reality that a lot of families were facing. Was being told in the narrative. And so when that happened, we thought, well, we wanted to do something to aid the relief effort in any small way we could. And so we put that track on our website for sale, with all the profits going to the DEC, Disaster Emergency Committee. And so that's still on there. And any money we get from people purchasing that as a download goes to the DEC, just as a little thing because it was so relevant, that track. We thought, well, that's the one to do it with.
Well,
anyway.
I got to let you know, Nick, that since we have been playing it, believe me, there's been a huge amount of interest. You're way over 1,299 requests for it so far, so believe me, it's starting to climb. At the same time, I don't think the Ukrainian-Russian war is going the way Putin sort of envisaged it right now. I think he's going to have a lot of problems with his own people very, very shortly. Nick, please, we were talking about the Heartland Roots Band coming out of Leicester. Well, not only is Paul watching, but Nick Please is watching as well. So you've got a couple of members there that have been watching. I think they've been looking forward to this particular interview. So believe me, nice to have your countryman on board as well. It really is. Got to let you know, there's a few changes happening here at Galaxy. We're changing over one of our production managers. He's heading back to the UK, where he comes from, because his parents are now moving into a retirement home, village kind of deal, and they want to go home to do that. So we're going to be losing one of our members. But he was talking to me this morning, and he's saying, Grant, do you realise how last minute Ed Barrett is? And I went, no, I don't. How last minute is he? He goes, well, I was packing up my bag and packing up my stuff. I was ready to move because I knew you were in the house and you were going to come and check everything. He says, just as I was heading to the door, the computer goes diddling and lets me know that I've got an email. I went, oh yeah, what was it? He goes, well, it was Ed sending me last light. He says, if I had taken 2 more steps, I would never have known it was there. Therefore, this would never have happened today. Tell me about last light, Ed.
Well, I mean, I did check and I did send it on the 8th of August, in fact. So, but we had this last time with Shelter as well. So I refuse to be blamed for this, but I did send it again, yeah, and luckily it's made it through. Last Light is another song from the album. I chose it for tonight because it's another more radio-friendly one, I suppose, compared to some of the others that are a bit more heavy rock. And it's the general theme is about a collection of people knowing that things are all going a bit wrong and end of days kind of feeling, but they're thinking, to hell with it, let's have a party, and our defiance against all the rubbish that's happening is just to have a good time and kind of enjoy the last light, as it were. So that's what it's about.
Now, just very, very quickly before we do get into playing The Last Light, Tina out of Germany is saying, unfortunately, I haven't heard of them before. When did they start the band? So can you tell Tina when NeonFields officially started?
Yeah, we formed in 2020. So obviously, we formed just before lockdown. In fact, I mean, I've been trying to find the right guys for a band. I started kind of mid 2019. Eventually found Piers and Luke, and so 2020 we got going and formed. And then lockdown happened, and we weren't able to meet at all. But thankfully, it kind of meant that our desire to do more electronic rock really helped us. So we were able to collaborate and write music apart from each other, and just send each other ideas and stuff, and all working in our home studios all throughout 2020, just writing music and honing our sound, and then starting to release music during 2021, and here we are. So we our first single came out March 2021, and we've kind of tried to consistently release since then, and just brought out our debut album last month.
And what he's not saying is, after all of that, then unfortunately he met me. Believe me. And he don't take the blame.
Life-changing moment, Grant. And,
believe me, Ed, I understand that more than you would believe. And don't blame yourself. Blame me. That's what I'm here for, okay? So if it goes too long, Grant's fault. If it doesn't go at all, it's Grant's fault. If it's not funny, it's Grant's fault. Believe me, everybody else does.
I like you blaming me as well. I think it's fun. I think this is a good dynamic we've got now. Just blame each other and we'll make it through.
Oh, thank God, punch doesn't work anymore. Believe me, we don't need punch in them. Anyway, right here, right now, we're releasing for the very first time around the world, officially. Here is NeonFields, brand spanking new. We only got it in this morning. Here's Last Light. Now, I got to let you know this. This is funny. Nick Plews from the band, the Heartland Roots band, says good morning to all and to the southwest of the UK. He says, I often drink a gallon of scrumpy before tossing my caber.
Nice. I think that should be a rule, really.
Yeah, absolutely. God, it's been a long time since I've had scrumpy.
It's been a long time since I've tossed a caber.
I wasn't going to go there, bro.
The next time I do, I will be drinking a lot of scrumpy, just to seeing as that seems to be the new rule.
I tell you what, bro, if you're going to be tossing your caber, can I have video?
You flirt.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just don't, no splinters involved, okay?
Chris, you've got new work done.
Believe me, I know all about the Scottish things. My mother was Scottish. She came from Edinburgh. So
nice.
And
Edinburgh's beautiful.
She used to dance the sabres, the sabres. Dance the swords. Do the. Her and her sisters, they were all very, very talented at dancing, especially with sharp objects.
Yeah, watch out for your mum.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. She was a chef too, so she knew her way around sharp objects very well.
Nice, yeah.
That's why I'm not a drummer. I was going to be, believe me, 2 years of age. I'm in the kitchen with wooden spoons and pots. Apparently, no, that was it. I broke the wooden spoons and Mum kicked me out of the kitchen. Never
I thought you
played.
were going to say because she got the knives out, and that was the end of that.
Oh no, she did something far more extreme. She really did, and I'm not going to talk about it. To be honest with you, it's. My brothers still laugh about that stuff today.
He would have been a very naughty little boy. I'm glad he wasn't.
I was a naughty
I've
boy.
heard all the stories.
I really was a naughty
Been a
little
naughty
boy. Listen, every
all the
time
best
my
boys
mother
are.
saw a policeman, she goes, "Oh, you're looking for my son?"
Nice.
She did. Dear oh dear.
ADHD, tell me about it this morning with yourself.
Oh dear. I had a healthy relationship with our local constabulary. Let's put it that way.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And Tina, if you're very, very interested in this band, please pick up on them because believe me, they could do with all the promotions they can get in Germany and maybe a few concerts as well. So keep in touch with Barbara and we'll put you in touch with NeonFields ASAP. Believe me, Tina, you'll love them. You really will. In the meantime, Ed, always a pleasure catching up with you. Now, you were saying that there's a 15-track EP. I've got a young lady coming out of Pittsburgh. Her name is Rosalie. She's saying, any chances of being able to go on the interwebby thing and find the EP? Can we download it?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, it's on all streaming platforms anyway, but also, it would encourage people to go to our website, which is neon-fields.co.uk, and on our website you can buy it on CD as well, which would be fantastic. It's available to purchase as a high-quality download, and we've made it that you can pay what you think it's worth, so you can pay a penny for it if you want, or you can, so you're welcome to jump on there and pay nothing for it and download it. Or and the other thing to say is that one thing we did with the launch, where people say that our music's quite immersive and they want to know more about the meaning behind stuff, what we actually did was create a video for each song, telling people the meaning behind the song, but also the making of it. Piers goes through how he composed it all and everything. So if you go to our website, which I just mentioned, neon-fields.co.uk, and sign up to our mailing list, you'll get emails with all of those videos as well if you want to learn more. The other thing to say is if you find us on Instagram, NeonFields Band, and message, I will reply to you. It will be me replying, and I always do. So please do.
Very, very cool. Now, at the same time, folks, look for the logo. That's the what's hanging on the wall behind Ed. You can have a look at that. That's their logo. Now, tell me, who was the brainchild behind this logo? It's brilliant.
Well, I mean, it was a piece of artwork that I found actually on an art website, and we purchased it right back at the beginning of 2021, and because we really liked it. We liked the triangle from the point of view of there's three of us, obviously, as well, and but it's just a fantastic image, and so we've really we've got our money's worth out of that purchase, because obviously we've used it as a logo, we've used it as the album cover. Even as we were releasing singles right at the beginning, we were using sections of it, for each song as the album artwork for that, so, or the single artwork rather. So, yeah, it's a cool image. I just found it on a I think it was Art Grab website or something. We paid £90 for it, and so we own it, and it's done as well. So yeah.
Very cool.
Love it.
Very, very cool. Now, keep an eye out for Tina. Barbara will introduce you. Believe me, she's very, very interested in your band and in your music and your style. And
Awesome.
she says, shame about the DJ that's interviewing you, though. So, yeah, we can't win them all, can we? Having said that, Bronson
didn't say that at
Rasmussen
all.
is joining us.
Tell them what she said.
She says, thanks for everything you both do.
Together
Which
we
is the
are
truth.
are a great team.
Yeah, we're a
to
great
have.
team. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bronson Rasmussen
Well
is
said.
joining us. Tommy Rojo is joining us as well. Ryan
Ryan.
Cohen is also joining us. And George Prophet is joining us again. Again, George, at the end of the interview, my gosh, you got to get in a little earlier than this, my bro. You really do. And looking forward to hearing your new music in the near future as well. Keep us in touch, okay? Load us up with your good stuff. Having said that, my friend, sorry, Ed, we're going to have to move on very, very quickly. But I'm just going to say, are you going to give us some more new stuff in the near future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a radio edit coming out at the end of this month of our song "Light Them Up," which you have played, and it's 6 minutes and 40 seconds long. So we've somehow managed to do a condensed version that's 3.5 minutes. So we're bringing that one out just to try and get a bit more of a radio-friendly one, which we'll send you guys. And then another artist has done some remixes of our tracks. Those are going to be staggered and coming out. But we're already basically can't wait to start writing album 2. We're starting to come up with some ideas for that. So as soon as we can bring out new music, we will.
Very cool, my friend. I am so looking forward to that. I really am. Having said that, when you see Pierce, ask him why they have a spot in at the front of the kilt.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
He'll probably tell you it's a place to carry your cell phone.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, we are going to have to wrap it up here, Ed. We really, really are. I'm going to have to let you go to bed. I thank you so much for staying up so late to be able to talk to us here in New Zealand, especially to me. It must be traumatic for you, especially pre-bed. But next time you catch up with Luke, give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
Absolutely, I will. And that'll just be after I've given him the poke from me in the other eye, so he'll be really struggling. So no problem at all. It's always a pleasure to be on. It doesn't matter about the time of day. I tend to stay up quite late doing music stuff anyway, so it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having us back on and playing our music and continuing to support us.
Oh, believe me, bro,
Means a lot.
please spread the love between the boys because we absolutely love your work and can't wait even to get you down here in New Zealand and playing in front of New Zealand audiences. We would love that. It really would. Hang in there, my friend. We're going to do a few backstage things afterwards, but for everybody else, thank you so much for joining us, not only today, but through the week. Believe me, it's been an interesting week, and we've got a superb one coming up next week as well. Believe me, absolutely exciting. But thank you. So have a very happy and successful weekend. Look after yourselves, and let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard, here with Galaxy.
Galaxy 107 FM.
It's not going to work. Oh well, never mind.